Dear students, today I'm going to take your classes, third semester students of Ramakrishna Mahavidyalaya. Your exams are approaching. Nevertheless, I will take class through the PowerPoint. Just follow my lectures. Hope yes, we need to select the skill and of course come to the point. Let us discuss today ecology and ecosystem. Okay, now we will discuss about ecology and ecosystems. They are related. Ecology is a separate branch of what you call science, and ecosystem is just a fundamental unit of ecological studies. So it's a broad aspect, but still we will touch part by part objectives, ecology, characteristics of ecosystem, concept of ecosystem. This way এই সব পয়েন্টস দিয়ে আমরা এখন একটা একটা করে ডিসকাস করব, ঠিক আছে? So actually the meaning of the word ecology was given by German biologist Haeckel in 1869. Ernest Haeckel actually. তারপরে word ecology is derived from the, it is also from the Greek word. German biologist, his name is Ernest Haeckel in 1869. The words is ecos, meaning house, habitats or place living in, what you call logos. Logos means the course of study. So it is the house of studies. Okay. So ecology is as the defined as the study of interrelationships of different organisms of their environment. Let's go to the next slide. The primary objectives of ecology is to understand the interrelationships and interdependence between among the different biotic components and their interaction with abiotic components. Okay. So behavior, these things we are going to study. Objectives of ecological studies. I think it is may not be so much important for you, but what ecology is trying to study, it is trying to study uh, about natural resource over exploitations and how they are related, interlinked, because we know that they are all human or biotic or abiotic. We have a kind of interrelationships together. That is how আমরা এভাবে কি জীবিত বা জীবন্ত হয়ে থাকে. So we are all dependent on one another. So it has characteristics of ecosystem. It has no particular size. Ecosystems cannot be measured in a size. It can be big as the wall ecosystem, then small as like pond ecosystem. It can change with time. Then different organisms interact with each other and every organism. So classification of ecology is autoecology. It deals with the study of individual species of organisms and populations. So auto means individual species. Auto is something related to singular. Ecology is study of behavioral adaptations of particular to the environment conditions at every stage of individual's life cycle, also called the species ecology. The synecology is the unites their composition behavior. It is studying the different types of populations at one point. And based on environmental environment or habitat, aquatic ecology can be divided into marine water, ocean, deep sea. Marine water মানে যেটা সমুদ্র, salt water, ocean, deep sea, estuary. What is estuary? এস্টুরিটা যখন রিভারের রিভার আর সমুদ্রর যেটা মিটিং পয়েন্ট, এখানে এস্টুরিটা পড়ে. This is also salty water. So fresh water ka ল্যান্টিক রানিং ওয়াটার, আর লটিকটা স্টেন স্টিল ওয়াটার। এখানে দেখা যায় না, বাট আই উইল বি গিভিং ইউ দিস PowerPoint. So running water is river, streams, and small kind of things. Then lotic is standing water. Letic and lotic. Lotic is যেটা পুকুর বা যেটা ওয়াটার স্টিল থাকে, রানিং এ থাকে না। ঠিক আছে, এখানে সব পেপারস গুলোই হইতেছে না। সো টেরেস্ট্রিয়াল ইকোলজি, গ্রাসল্যান্ড ইকোলজি হইতে পারে, ফরেস্ট ইকোলজি, ডেসার্ট ইকোলজি। তো বিভিন্ন ধরনের ইকোলজি গ্রাসল্যান্ডে কি ফ্রগ, গ্রাস, গ্রাস হপার, স্নেকস, ইগল এভাবে থাকে। তো ফরেস্ট ইকোলজি ইজ কম্পোজিশনস অফ ডিফারেন্ট প্ল্যান্টস অ্যান্ড অ্যানিমালস। তারা কিভাবে ডিপেন্ডেন্ট হয়ে একটা সিস্টেম বানায়। ডেসার্ট ইকোলজি যেমন ক্যাকটাস, তারপরে অনেক বিভিন্ন ধরনের তারা একটা ইকোলজি বানায় দেয়। So, based on advancement in the field of ecology, productive population, community, these things are not required. So, ecosystem was first proposed by A.G. Transley in 1935. Who proposed ecosystem? By A.G. Transley. He defined it as the system of resultant from the interaction of all the living and non-living factors of an environment. An ecosystem consists of the biological community that occurs in some local and physical and chemical factors that are its non-living environment. So abiotic and biotic. Biotic is living, abiotic is non-living. Non-living things are like sun, air, water, these things, rocks. The living things are from the insects, from bacteria to the highest living organisms. So, okay, ecosystem has no particular size. It can be large as desert or lake. This also we have already studied. Ecosystem may be man-made or ন্যাচুরাল, আর্টিফিশিয়াল। সো ন্যাচুরাল হইতে পারে আর একটা ম্যান মেড হইতে পারে। ম্যান মেড কিভাবে আমরা পন পনও তো ম্যান মেড। আমরা পুকুর খুঁড়ে তারপরে একটা ফিস দিয়া দেয়, তো এখানে একটা সিস্টেম হয়ে যায়, এটা একটা আর্টিফিশিয়াল। So ecosystem has changed with time. So concept of ecology, these things are not coming all together. Components, structural components and functional components. Ecosystem abiotic components, biotic components. তারপর climatic factors, rain, light, wind and temperature, edaphic factors, soil, pH, minerals, এইসব জিনিসটা লাগে একটা যে কোনো জিনিস প্ল্যান্টস তিরিশ গ্রো করার জন্য এটা লাগে। Biotic components, so divided into producer is known as autotroph, consumer is known as heterotroph, decomposer is known as saprotrophs. Okay, there might be more classifications: producer, consumers, and decomposers. Green algae, যে কোনো জিনিস যেটা প্রডিউস করে, কনজিউমার্সটা তাদের উপরে খায়। ডিকম্পোজার্স মানে যখন তারা যে কোনো জিনিস মরে যায়, তারা ব্যাকটেরিয়া ফাঙ্গি নিয়ে একটা ডিকম্পোজ করে যায়। তো অনেক জিনিসটা দরকার। Decomposer is very much essential. Otherwise, many things will not get decay. So herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Example cow, example fox, example these omnivorous. Abiotic components, inorganic, organic, climatic factors, adaptive factors. সব জিনিসগুলো আইতেছে না। ফাংশনাল কম্পোনেন্টস, so movement of food energy from, so plant eaten by herbivores, eaten by carnivores, level 1, level 3. So food chains are energy producer, primary consumers, secondary consumers, আর tertiary consumers, এভাবে ফুড চেনটা আর একটার পরে আর একটা কি খায় আর ডিপেন্ডেন্ট হয়ে যায়। সো এনার্জি, বেসিক্যালি সোর্স অফ এনার্জি অফ অল দোজ থিং ইজ সান। ফ্রম দ্য সান 100% energy comes. Those energies are being transferred to producer. These green plants make food out of this sunlight in the form of, with the help of chlorophyll. Then the grasshopper eat dead grasses, then the frog will eat the grasshopper, then these snakes will eat these frogs, then eagles will eat. So that is a kind of different level. First food chain produce level. So grazing, food chain, deritas, equitas. So vegetation, rabbit, fox, the aquatic food chain, phytoplankton, zooplankton, fish, food web or food cycle depicts bleeding. So food web is actually the interconnected. There is no particular sequence. ইকোসিস্টেমে একটা সিস্টেমে যায়, মানে লিনিয়ার প্যাটার্নে। কিন্তু ফুড ওয়েবে কি র্যাবিট খাইবে ওইটা, ক্রেন খাইবে ওইটা, তো তারপরে একটা জাম্বল আপ হয়ে যায়। দিস ইজ নোন এজ interconnected food chain is known as food wave. Okay, so you have this kind of things. Food web of organism residing in the soil ecosystem. So এভাবে একটা হয়ে যায়। So biogeochemical cycles is what? I mean, hydrological, chemicals আর biological এর মধ্যে একটা cycle হয়। যেমন nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen is derived from what? From the nature. Then the plants take, leguminous plants take it and store it there. When these plants die away, again this is consumed by this bacteria and fungi. Then when lightning comes again, it is transferred, nitrogen is transferred to the atmosphere. This is how you have carbon cycle, phosphorus cycle, sulfur cycle, hydrogen cycle. These things are actually required for the running of the living biosphere on this earth. So hydrological cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycles, and various kind of cycles are there. So hydrological cycles are what? You have this kind of when evaporation takes place, when the sun rays evaporation takes place, then it will go above. Huh. Then it forms in the form of cloud. Then when it condenses, it is what? It is falling rainfall and gets run up to the sea or to the river lakes. Then again evaporation trans again from the trees also it get transferred. So this way water cycle is being maintained. Okay, so okay, carbon cycles are, I don't know whether it is included in your part, but ecological pyramids you see, they look like pyramid. And the top most is what you call will be lesser, carnivorous. But the according to the numbers, the producers will be higher. Then it comes in the form of pyramids, the pyramids energy, pyramids of biomass. So forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, desert ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem. Forest ecosystem is a terrestrial unit of living organism. Depending upon the climatic forest can be different types. Tropical rainforest, tropical deciduous forest, tropical scrub forest, temperate rainforest, temperate deciduous forest. Okay. So forest ecosystems works in this way. Grassland ecosystem, it occupies 19% of the Earth's surface. A grassland ecosystem is ecological unit. Types of grassland ecosystem. You have tropical and subtropical grassland, temperate grassland, flooded grassland, mountain grassland, tundra. So desert, hot desert, temperatures remain warm. So you have also desert, hot deserts and cold deserts. What is the example of cold desert? Is Gobi Desert, like Ladakh and these places. This also can be called desert. Desert means what? Barren space. So if it is so cold also, no vegetation will grow. If it is so hot also, water scarcity, no vegetation will grow. So hot and dry deserts, you see deserts like in Ladakh area, and cold deserts is like that. This is called, this is hot desert might be, this is hot desert, this is cold desert type. Coastal semi-arid. So aquatic ecosystem, you have pond ecosystem, lake ecosystem, river ecosystem. These are freshwater. Freshwater means which does not contain salt. Huh. So fresh water and sea water or marine water you can call it. Marine means যেটা সমুদ্র আর বড় বড় সমুদ্রতে হয়, salty water. So estuaries are when rivers are meeting the sea. So those places are known as estuaries, responsible towards ecosystem. So thank you. I hope you have understood. Let me see whether it has been recorded or not. Uh, Many of the things are not seen, and I will show you some of the things which has been missed. Kind of things. Okay.